We give you Lady Gaga.
Wow, that was such an amazing intro.
Our friend Josh put that together because
Thank you,
he's
Josh.
in love with you just like the rest of us.
Oh, wow, you're amazing. That was beautiful.
By the way, before we get going, we were talking about how loud your skirt is.
Oh, yeah. Well, here, you want to...
It's made of...
Now, what do we call that material? What would Karl Lagerfeld call that?
What is that?
He would call it plastic.
Plastique.
Plastique.
Plastic.
Well, welcome to the show, Lady Gaga.
I just have to say something.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I tweeted about it like twice. I photo tweeted it and regular tweeted it. You guys play The Edge of Glory like so much. And I swear to you, like a baby child, I cried every single time I heard it on the radio.
Really? No, why is that? Why hearing your song on the radio, a song you've heard a million times...
It's just, it's the song means a lot to me because it's about my grandpa, and also Clarence Clemens just died, and he was a really close friend of mine, and this is my home station, so hearing it over and over, and it was in the car, and and I've been overseas, and I don't know, I had it on, and it came on, and then I went to do an interview, and then I went back in the car, and it was on again, and I was like, oh.
Well, you know what? We'll play it every 20 minutes. That's what we do.
And I'll call in every 20 minutes if you do that.
I'll tell you a story about that. The guy who was on both days, Saturday and Sunday, when you were tweeting, his name is Nick Parker. He's a brand new DJ. He's the youngest DJ on our radio station staff. And when he saw that you tweeted, listening to his show, his nipples flew off and put someone's eye out. I mean, he was so excited about that.
You better glue those nipples down. I do it every day, honey.
Yeah.
Welcome back from Australia.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I was in Japan, Taiwan, Singapore. We were in Canada, and we went to Australia.
You work so hard in all these locations, but we also know you do a lot of shopping.
Kind of, not really.
Now, do you sneak out and do a little tiptoeing around the stores?
Really, the only shopping I did was that one shopping spree at Don Quixote, and it was really, I'm really kind of very embarrassing when it comes to going out in public.
Why is that?
Because there was television screens that were playing. Born This Way was really big in Japan, so every single screen had every single one of my new videos on it, and they didn't know I was coming. So I would just sort of stop and be like, "Oh my God, look!" and take my picture with the screen. I was so excited.
It sounds almost as if you are as much a fan of what you have created than we are. Is that true? Are you a fan of what you do?
Well, I think it's just that, I took a lot of chances with this album, from sonically to, the social aspects of what I'm addressing, but also, the first video, giving birth on an alien territory in outer space, and I was quite certain after I showed it to everyone at the label that, I knew not everyone would like it. And I knew even some of my current fans were going to be like, what the hell is going on? But the point was to shift the needle, and the point was to push the boundaries of pop. So when I'm in a dollar store in Tokyo and I'm watching myself give birth to wombs, I'm getting pretty excited for pop music.
I guess so.
It's great, it's completely different than anything I've done before, and I'm so passionate about the message, and everything that I've done so far for this album has been completely boundary pushing for me as an artist. So it's exciting artistically to experience the rebirth that I'm
a little scary
experiencing.
too. A little. Does it make you a little anxious?
No, I'm having a good time.
All right,
Yeah.
just making sure.
And other people are having a good time with your music as well. I don't know if you heard Joe Jonas's cover of your song.
What, are you kidding? Did I hear it?
Yes.
I have lots of 12-year-olds on Twitter being like, "Oh my, OMG!"
Yes.
And they send it to me, and I saw it, and he's so handsome. So I tweeted it, and
If he was ugly, would you tweet it?
I can't even answer that.
All right. I have a surprise for you. Last time you came in, we brought in Greg T with his bubble dress.
Right.
I don't know if you remember that. We have our friend Greg T with a new creation inspired by you. What's his official name today?
His official name is Fancy Filet.
Fancy Filet.
You can
Here he
just
is
take
right
a
here.
look
Ladies and
at
gentlemen, Fancy
Filet.
Filet. Don't get too close. Oh, no, don't get too close.
We meet again, Lady Gaga. We meet again.
Here,
Did
well,
you
back
see his
up.
appendage back here?
Back up so she can see the full.
Oh my
meet
god!
again.
Check out those pumps.
I really like that there's an actual artistic expression of your actual balls. And
There is a testicle there, yes.
now, can we get a turnaround?
Absolutely,
I'd like to
Watch
see the
this.
song in the
For
back.
sure.
Oh,
Look at
holy
that.
Jesus!
Do you like the pimple dimples on his butt, Lady Gaga.
I didn't see any. I'm more excited about the silhouette in the back. It's quite modern.
But what about the sausage?
The sausage necklace is very nice. I wish I thought of that.
Like my shoes? You like my shoes?
The shoes are nice.
You could freeze those for future performances.
Those are meat pumps.
In the future, you should use more of the pork ties. They will help keep it together.
We'll take it from a girl who knows.
It's a good flank steak and Italian sausages here, and this is I think this is pork chops.
I don't really care what it is. I'm just pretty happy
It's
that
a
you're
skirt
wearing
steak.
it.
Oh,
You
God.
look wonderful. You look really wonderful. It's so
Again, Lady Gaga.
Fancy fillet,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you,
Very nice.
Fancy
Thank you.
Feast. Is that his
Fancy
name?
fillet. Yes.
There he goes. Thank you. Very nice.
I bid
Very
you a
nice.
fond fondue.
Bye, Greg. Oh
Thank
my
you,
God.
Gregory.
Oh my God.
Go far away.
Look at him clenching his ass.
Of course, you can see that at ElvisDuran.com.
Oh,
but
my gosh.
don't let the kids look at that.
Oh my gosh. Actually, when I wore the meat dress, I wore it first on the cover of Vogue Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And I did it because I actually didn't like any of the clothes that were there. So I just said, "Can you run down to the?" We were in the meatpacking district, and Terry Richardson shot it, and he's cut from the same cloth as me.
Right.
So we put the meat on. Anyway, long story short, it became for me this performance art statement about the prime rib of America, which is equality, which I was really happy that you put all of those activism excerpts in the opening.
Right.
So I did a speech called The Prime Rib of America, saying that the prime rib of America is equality of the American Constitution. So that's why I wore the meat dress, and I went to the MTV Awards with some discharged gay soldiers. And consequently, I also really liked wearing it because it meant I didn't have to talk to any celebrities because I stunk so bad.
Really? Yeah, meat doesn't have those pleasant
So
of odors.
it had a dual function.
It worked. It worked. Yeah, and you'll never do it again. It's what's done is done.
Absolutely.
Well, who knows? Maybe on stage, I don't know how. The fans are amazing, though. They make these really awesome, like completely punk rock renditions of the meat
Right.
dress, and it's just like tie-dye. They do it out of red tie-dye.
And it's not actual meat. It's
no,
just
it's
like
sometimes that it's meat for sure. It's sausage hairs and the whole thing.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Froggy's in our Miami studios. Hey, Frog.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Froggy.
Speaking of
Hey, girl.
equality, you had a question you wanted to ask Lady Gaga.
I do. When gay marriage was approved in New York just recently, did you yourself, as much as you have really been out there and fought for gay rights, did you feel a sense of victory within your own heart with gay marriage getting approved in New York City?
I felt a sense of it within my generation. I felt a sense of it as a New Yorker, as a young girl who's grown up in New York my whole life. I've always had gay friends. Some of them didn't even know they were gay yet. I didn't know they were gay. We didn't talk about it. Nobody cared. I went to theater school. You talk about Liza Minnelli and kitten heels enough. Eventually the point gets across.
It all comes out.
It all comes together. But, the truth is that what's so important about this being passed is there are real families, real families, men that are going to get married, women that are going to get married. Some of them have children, some of them don't, and they will now feel that the government recognizes the value of their family the way that every family is recognized. And actually, the most beautiful thing I experienced was that my yoga instructor, Trisha, who's incredible, she's like can put her foot like past her, what and
Wow.
beyond.
Ouch.
But she actually is a lesbian, and she lives with her wife, but they're not married, and they have a beautiful little girl, Lula. And she was with me, and I saw it on my phone, and I looked at her, and I said, "Baby, you're getting married," and she just fell to the floor.
I bet. Where were you? Where were you?
We were in Tokyo.
You're
we
in
were
Tokyo?
in Tokyo. We were about to go to rehearsal, and she cried so hard, and she
Wow.
said, "Now I'm gonna make my kid legit."
How
And,
nice is that?
It just was really like the fact that she ever even thought that she couldn't ever be legitimately recognized.
It was never a part of your reality growing up. Never was a part of mine.
Yeah.
I want to talk about your amazing fans for a
I
minute.
can't even
because
listen to your voice without freaking out.
Wait, does Daniel's voice freak you out the most?
Totally. No, you both do, but yours I think more than you. I don't know why.
Because you grew up listening to
Because
her.
you're a girl, and you were the girl, and you were always sticking up when you were like, I'm just.
When I was being a dick.
You kind of. No, but I grew up so in love with you guys. So
Aw,
go
we
ahead.
love you too,
you can
Gaga.
talk. Just forgive me if I freak out at your radio.
Freak out. Freak it out.
It's so weird because I freak out seeing you, so it's so weird. All right. But your fans, they love you so much. They're so dedicated. You're like the most dedicated artist to fans. You go out there and feed them when they're online waiting for you for hours. You take pictures with them. One of our interns took a picture with you, and it came out bad. You went back and retook the picture. I mean, you're just amazing. How do you do it? How do you keep going?
I just do. And I don't ever stop or question it. You know, I guess like when you train your whole life to run a marathon, when you're, mile 16, you don't stop and question why you trained. You just shut your brain off and you just go. And I love them so much. I just operate from my heart now.
That's great.
Your security guards must sweat a bullet or two.
They honestly, I think that they swear to Lucifer sometimes.
Oh hell, there she goes.
They are just like, why?
Have you seen Gaga? Where's Gaga? I don't thought you had Gaga.
They'll call me and be like, okay, so we'll come pick you up at your place, and I'm just like, oh, actually, I am. And they're like, where the hell are you, and why are you at the grocery store?
I mean, you do understand that there is a sense of security that there's a level of security you do need to.
I don't know. I think,
appreciate.
I think celebrities ask for it.
You made that statement before that if you don't want to be followed by the paparazzi, then don't go to the places where the paparazzi are constantly taking pictures.
Yes.
And you've had a lot of luck in escaping them. You were just walking around New York City the other day, and I saw a picture of you by yourself.
Yeah.
People don't believe that you don't have security with you all the time.
Well, actually,